Gowns4Girls, which is our new program at the hospital, which provides little gowns, princess gowns, for the little girls at the hospital. Kate would not wear regular hospital gowns. She refused. She said princesses didn't wear ugly things. And so we made her own personal princess gowns to wear at the hospital, and now we are providing those for the little girls.
My name is Anita Fredette, and I'm helping with the Kisses for Kate to show you, and I'm going to explain how you can put this dress together. I find it simple, but you have to know a few tricks. This is what you will be getting. You will get cards that, as many dresses as you make, you will put your name here and put it with the dress. And this explains a little of the story about a little Kate. This is just a letter about the gowns for the girls. And this is a picture of the dresses. And this is about the pattern, and it explains about the pattern. And then this is the pattern itself, as I showed you before. And then you get a magnet for the card. And then you have a little kit here with some labels, which is what the first thing you do put on the card, the dress. And then there's a business card if you have any questions. And you have a bracelet. Okay, this is the pattern you'll get in the mail, and you just have to cut all around the black line, the inside black line, okay? And you do this, and this piece of pattern can be put, this is the fold of the fabric, it can be put, if you have room on this side, if you have room on this side of the front of the dress, you can place that piece right here. So you will have a big piece, because that will open up to be just like this one. The one that's in the middle, right here. Okay? That was cut on the fold. So that's what that will do. Or you have to cut two of those. All right. So once you get your pattern cut, then you place it on your fabric. This is how you would put the fabric. Is usually 45 inches wide. You fold it the length of the what do you call it? The bolt of the fabric is by the length. And when this girl undoes it, that's the length of the fabric. And you would fold. You would take that fold and put the pattern that says fabric on fold, and this is where the fold is, and that's why you end up getting a center here. Okay? And there's three. The size that you're going to get of the pattern is, I think it's a 5, size 5. This happens to be a 7, and we also will have a pattern for a 3, size 3. So that's the only thing you can. Some of the dresses were made with 2 yards, and I had enough left to make a little leftover fabric, which is used also to make little bags for the children. First of all, you'll be getting a pattern. You'll cut out the pattern, and you got to remember that the front of the dress is to be put on the fold of the fabric. And then you get all the edges, these 6 edges, this side, this side, this side, this, and these 2. Either you can make a little edge, which would be something like this, and then you just have to sew that down the whole side, and you do that on all the lengths, and then you'll have to put the sides together, and this is how you get the sides right here. You have to put that together and sew down the seam. Now, we have to put facings on the 3 pieces. And this is how you do it. Put the facing like this. And I've been marking my facing with a pencil so that when I get to do the sewing, I follow the pencil line about 5/8 of an inch away. And this is what I'm going to show you now after you've done the side seams and you've cut your pattern, you've done the side seams, and one of the first things you do is you put your label near the child's heart, would be on the left side, but in this area of the dress. And then this would be, for this dress, this would be the facing. And it would be placed this way. And then on the 2 sides, you do it like that. This isn't sewn yet, but it will get sewn. And you do the 2 long seams first. And what I have done here, I have made my pencil mark, and then I have cut. When after you do the sewing of this is called the facing, because this is going to be turned right side out. Then it's going to be sewn like this. And this is what you're going to end up doing. This has to be all cut to be able to get this to be nice and flat. Okay? And out of this whole dress, it's all done by machine, except this is done. You fold in your edging here, and you do this by hand. But out of this whole dress, that's all you got to do for sewing, except whatever you decide to put for decorations. And right on this one, it's just these 3 buttons. Okay? And I'm going to show you, after this is all cut here, and this is cut, I'm going to take this apart to show you how you can put your 2 fingers in there and you cut, make sure you cut the edges out like that so there won't be too much bulk there. Okay? And then when you turn this inside, you have a rounded edge, whatever tool you can use to make it, and then you just put it in there. And if you had not cut your circular thing here, you wouldn't be able to do this. And of course now you're going to get your iron out, and you're going to end up pressing like that. So then you'll have a nice curve on the collar, on the edge, the arm edge, and the back. Okay? And now that you've done that, when you sew your 2 edges together,
inside out again.
Yeah, you got to put the right sides together. And then you take these two pieces of the facing, and you try to get this to be exactly the same spot. Sometimes you got to do a little fudging. And if it's easier to do it with a needle and thread, that's allowable. I'm going to sew this now to be able to show you how to turn it over. Now I'm going to do my long seam. Okay. Now the next thing you would do is you would open up your seam and you would press it down. So I'm going to press it down with my finger. Now. And this you would cut some of this off, but you would bring it down this way. And that's how that's made, see? Okay? And then, after all this is cut out here, this is going to be the back, so you would fold that extra piece in there, press it down, then you would be sewing that, then this would be cut, this would have to be done like this, and then you'd pin this, and then this is what you would sew by hand. We have to do the hem of the dress. After this is pressed, you fold this and you can fold it once or twice, and you can make a hem. And then you would put Velcro This is how you can cut the Velcro. I'll just put a pin in here so it'll stay together. Now you don't want the Velcro to touch those little kids' neck or anything, so you want to make sure that the one that's in the front, which would be this one, because this is the front, you would put the Velcro inside here, but you put the soft one. And then this is the back, so you would put the back on the outside. And that's what would be together. Okay? Then you would put the long piece, about maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches long, on, you do the same. One on this, one on the inside, and then on the other one, you put it on the outside of the fabric. And I think that explains it. And if any of you feel that you would like to come to my house and I could show you in person, I would be happy to do that for you. If you buy a piece of fabric that has all the pattern, the thing of the pattern going one way, which you don't see this upside down, you have to buy a little more than 1.5 yards, because you're going to have to put that other piece the same way. It's going to have to be on the
same direction.
Same direction. Because if you put it on, if you fold your fabric and you put it on, this could be upside down, and you don't want to have these little angels upside down. Now, after you've made the dress, you can decorate it with whatever you have. You can decorate it with buttons. You can decorate it with ribbons. You can decorate it with lace. Whatever you have, you can put lace, a little bit of lace just around the collar part. And of course, you do have to put your Velcro. I think I've explained that already. And you can use whatever, like I said, whatever you want. And as long as you make sure that when you do make the hem, that it matches the two sides match at the bottom. And you can use this little piece of lace. And sometimes the dresses are so cute, you don't really need anything, but if you're going to be a princess, I suppose you have to have something extra. So a little lace down the bottom, you could probably do 2 or 3 rows of it, whatever you have. And then you have a little bit on the collar. And so these are for our little princesses. Okay? How the dress will be presented to the patient when they get the package. This little princess gown was made especially for you by our volunteer. There were lots of prayers and love that went into putting it together for you. We hope you enjoy wearing it.